one-step equations. Just do the opposite operation to get the variable alone. In this example, we have 3 plus x equals 5. Since 3 is being added to x, we know we have to do the opposite, which is to subtract 3 from both sides. And that way, we can get rid of the 3. The 3 no longer exists. And we just have x by itself on the left side, and 5 minus 3 is 2. So x equals 2. Now, what if something is being subtracted? Well, it's still the same concept. We just do the opposite operation. Since we have a 7 being subtracted from the y, we do the opposite of minus 7, which is plus 7 on both sides. We do that on purpose so we can eliminate our 7's on the left side, and therefore y can be alone on the left, and on the right we have negative 4 plus 7, which gives us positive 3. If there is a fraction next to a variable, you can multiply both sides by its reciprocal. So it's still just one step. In this example, we have 2/3 times x. That is only one operation. We're multiplying that fraction to the variable, correct? So in most cases, we would usually divide, but in this case, since we do have a fraction, we're going to have a shortcut, which is much easier, and that is to multiply both sides by its reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 2/3 is 3/2 on both sides there. We do that on purpose because when we reduce that left side, our 3's become 1's, our 2's become 1's, and then we just have one x left over on the left. On the right, we can reduce that 6 and 2 as well. When we do that, the 2 becomes a 1, and that 6 becomes a 3. So now all we have to do is multiply what we have left over on that right side. And 3 times 3 is 9. So x equals 9. Now if you have a negative fraction, don't forget that its reciprocal is also negative. So say you have negative 2/3 times x. You're going to multiply both sides by its reciprocal, but don't forget that negative. And I'm sorry about this example. It looks like we're minusing here, but just know that we're multiplying. For some reason, it wouldn't let me put in those parentheses around my original fraction. So when we do that, we see that we can reduce and everything becomes 1's. And since it's a negative times a negative on the left side, we know we're going to have a positive x. And on the right side there, we can reduce again. That 6 and that 2 becomes a 1, that 6 becomes a 3. And this time on the right side, as you can see, we are multiplying a 3 to a negative 3. So this is going to give us a negative 9 right there.